Good afternoon, everybody. DJ Styles here at Custom Corpses. I have a Tots 78, Trick or Treat Studios Tots 78 Michael Myers mask. And I'm going to overhaul this bad boy. But as you can see, it's loaded with shine. And does it have a lot of shine on it? And I got some imperfections on the eye cuts that I want to make sure that they're more accurate. So I'm going to overhaul this. And I already took off the hairline. You can see I just took off that hairline that's on there. I took that first layer off. But tomorrow night I'm going to come back and I'm going to start wiping this thing down with some paint thinner, lacquer. I think it's lacquer thinner that I'm going to use. Tempted to use naphtha. I have a can of naphtha right there, the same stuff I use on smoothing the mask out. But the reason why I'm not doing this tonight is I got started on this just a little bit, and I thought, you know what? My Eagles are playing tonight, Philadelphia Eagles. I'm a big football fan. Not much into baseball because I care about baseball, but I like my Eagles, so I'm not going to do this tonight. I'm going to start this project tomorrow night. I'm still fine-tuning this sculpture right here, and I'm waiting for my pad to be finished, dry up, cure. So I've got a lot of things going on at once, and that's why I didn't want to tackle this job without that pad being finished out back yet. So once the pad's done, then I'm gonna set up everything. Where I'm not going to be outside doing concrete. That's obvious. Not on my concrete pad. But I am going to be set up on the porch, and I'm going to do the mold. The clay. The clay just came. My 25 pounds of wet clay came today, so I'm going to use this and make my dividing wall. I'm going to do it differently and see how this turns out. And I'm going to break out my Ultra Cal 30. I'm not going to use the dental stone in it to try and see if this problem is solved with this new technique. I use soft monster clay on the ears, and pretty much that's it. Anywhere where there's a hole, soft monster clay on that sculpture. But it's looking good. The sculpture looks really good. You guys can see that. We're on the money with the sculpture. But this guy here, I'm going to overhaul this tomorrow night while my concrete is curing still. It takes 3 days to cure. And on the fourth day, I plan on... I waited an extra day because by the time they got this concrete set, it was already half the day was gone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start sealing the concrete pad out back with some concrete sealer on Wednesday. And then probably that's Thursday. I'm going to see if I have time to do the mold, or I might have to wait until the following week after the weekend. I cannot do any molding on a weekend because it's too much going on my weekends. Between DJing and stuff. So the update is basically this. Tomorrow night I'm going to create some content by overhauling this Michael Myers Trick or Treat Studios Tots 78 and see how it turns out. We're going to see how it works. It should be pretty good. Not a big fan of the way these eye cuts are, so I'm going to try and fix them. The shape of the mask looks a little bit more, looks like it's in a little bit of bad shape too. So we'll see. We'll see how it turns out. I don't know. I know one thing, I got to get the glaze off of it. I got to get all that shine off of this mask because it is awful. There's a lot of, I don't even know what it is. It's looks very wet. I mean, if you saw this and you can see the reflection. Look at that jaw. See how that's reflecting light on that jaw is so much. There's so much on there. I'm like, oh my God. I hope that comes off. we will know. I'm going to use paint thinner on it, or lacquer thinner. I'm going to use lacquer thinner on it and rub it down real good. And once I have it down to that finish, I plan on doing the repainting, and then and we'll see. We'll see how things turn out. We shall see how this turns out. I may even close the lips on this. See the slit in these lips? If I close that, it actually looks better. See what it does to the face? It actually gives it that. It's not as stretched looking, but I don't know. I don't know whether I want to close the lips or not. But I have a what do you call it? Video on how to close the seam, the lip seam. If you guys want to do that to your mask, I have video on that. Actually, oh, I meant to tell you that also I started working on my playlist. So check out the playlist and see what you think. And I'm starting to, I still got to put the mold making playlist together. And I think I'm going to have to edit. I'm going to make a small video doing the plaster mix, how to mix the plaster. Yeah. So I'm going to do a small video on that. This way it has it's on its own playlist. Anyway, let me jump off of here, and I will see you guys tomorrow night with overhauling the Trick or Treat Studios Tots Michael Myers mask. I got to break out my latex paints, and we'll see what happens. And we shall see what happens. All right, guys. Peace. See you tomorrow night. Well, tonight's Monday night. I'm sorry. Tonight is Monday night. I'll see you Tuesday night. All right. Bye.